Hello and welcome to our first Goodreads tutorial. My name is Katie and I'll be one of your guides as we explain to you how to use Goodreads and how to set up your own account. Right now I am currently logged into the Peoria Public Library account so that I can show you what it looks like before showing you how to sign up for your own. So once you have an account and you first log in, you will see your home page with a feed, which is what we're on right now. And if you choose to add your friends, family, and acquaintances to your friends list, when you log in, you will see right here where it says updates, you will see updates from everyone who is your Goodreads friend. And their updates may include things that they want to read, books that they're currently reading, books they just started reading, all kinds of updates on what they are reading, want to read. And once you've started rating books that you've read, it will also suggest to you some recommended, I just saw one, let's see. Based on your reading preferences, you might enjoy The 20th Victim by James Patterson. So mixed in with what your friends are reading and want to read, you will also get some book recommendations for yourself. So that's some of the things that you'll see when you log in and check out your updates. And you can also leave comments if someone's reading a book that you've read or you want to know if they really like it, if you should pick it up and read it too, you can leave a comment on them. So that's one thing you'll see when you log in. Over here on the left side is a currently reading bar, and once you mark that you're reading a book, it will show up on your page over here. On your friend's page, it will show up on their updates. And this is some of the books our book clubs at Peoria Public Library were recently reading. So we have those over there. The next thing you'll see is the 2020 Reading Challenge, which is completely optional. You do not have to take part in that, so that's a feature you can choose to ignore if you don't want to. The Peoria Public Library did sign up for it. We said we were going to try to read 100 books in 2020, and it tells us that we've read 20 so far and that we're 20% complete with the challenge, and we're 17 books behind schedule. So our staff is going to have to pick up on the pace on our recording the books we've read. Falling behind on that. Another feature that you'll see when you log in here is the want to read section, and you have the ability to add books that you would like to read but haven't yet, and those will show up here. And if you were to click on view all books, it would pull up all of the books you want to read. My personal account has several hundred of those. This library one just has two that I randomly put in here so that it wasn't blank so I could show it to you. So yours would most likely have way more than that. The next part is bookshelves, and when you add books that you've read, you can give them their own bookshelves so that you can later find them. So as you can see, we have some books that our book clubs have read, and we gave them their own bookshelves so we can pull up all the books that the Mature Readers Book Club read in 2020, or all the books that staff have read that are 2020 Rebecca Caudle nominees, or by specific authors. It's like, maybe not many authors that we've given their own shelves to. Or we have 11 books that are graphic novels that we've given the graphic novel shelf. So you can click on those. Let me go ahead and click on this one since it has a decent amount. If you click on that, it will show you all of the graphic novels that Peoria Public Library has read, and we've given the graphic novel shelf title to. Sorry about that. So let's go ahead and back up. Let's see. And that's the end of our main page. So I'm going to go ahead and log out so that I can show you how to sign up and create your account. Okay, let's click on Goodreads Home. And, well, let me actually start over from if you were not actually at Goodreads. So if you were just on your main page when you sign on to your computer, right here in your address bar, you're going to type in Goodreads goodreads.com, and that will bring you to the home page right here. And if you go over here where it says new here, create a free account. You will type in your name and your email address. My M is sticking, it looks like. And then create a password and click sign up. Okay, so once you've done that, you'll come to the screen here which says get book recommendations from your friends. Check your address book to find friends on Goodreads. This is a completely optional step. If you would like to link your Gmail, Facebook, or Twitter accounts to Goodreads, any of your friends who are on Facebook or Twitter and any of your Gmail contacts will automatically be added to your Goodreads friends list where you can view their bookshelves as well. You can also skip this if you don't want to. I am going to go ahead and click skip this step, so we're going to do that. Next up is set a reading goal. So this is that reading challenge I mentioned to you earlier. If you don't want to do this, you can definitely skip it. If you do want to take part, just right here, you can use the arrow keys to go up or down with the number of books, or you can mouse over here and type in a number. I'm just going to type in 25 for right now and say that I want to read 25 books in 2020. And then I'm going to click on take the challenge, but much like the step before this with adding your friends from Gmail, Twitter, and Facebook, you could also skip this step if you want to. And if you skip it now, you can always come back later and do it again. So I'm going to click on take the challenge. Next we have select your favorite genres. And they use your favorite genres to give you book recommendations, which I showed you on that very first home screen when we signed in earlier. It had given me a James Patterson book recommendation. So let's just click some random genres for right now and see what that gives us. So just click any of the subjects that interest you for recommendations. But like it also says down here, don't see your favorite genres. If you click there, you can put in even more specific ones. Like I already selected cookbooks, but you could also do cooking. You can type in whatever you want there and get creative. Once you're happy with everything you've selected, you'll click continue. And as you can see, then one of the boxes I checked was cookbooks. So here it says cookbooks, and here's some recommended reading books for me. And it does this with all of the genres. So over here it'll first say favorite genres, which is all of the ones I selected, and next it's all of the other ones I didn't. So you can still go and add those. You can click on each of these to look at all of their recommendations for you. If you find one you want to read, you just click on want to read and it will save it to your want to read shelf, which I'll show you where that is here in a minute. If you find one you've already read, like let's just say I've already read this one and I loved it, I can give it a 5-star rating. Maybe I've read this one as well and I thought it was so-so, you can give it a 2-star rating. So once you've gone through and looked at all of your recommendations that they've given you, you'll come up here and click on I'm finished rating. And then it will tell you, I didn't spend enough time on it, so it's telling me I didn't give enough ratings or things that I wanted to read to get personal recommendations. They want you to rate at least 20 books for them to give you recommendations, but that's okay, because the longer you're on here and the more books you rate, the more recommendations you're going to get. So that's not a big deal. So let's click on, sorry, they changed something. Let's click on done here, see what's next. Okay, so that's the very basics. I did tell you I'd show you again where your what to read list is, and that's right over here on the left side. So very easy to find those books that you want to read so that you can then look them up on our website to see if you can borrow them from us. So those are the very basics. But if you come over here and click on this little like profile picture, it's got my name and it says profile. Let's go ahead and click there. And here you can, let's see, click on edit profile, and you can change your name, how it appears, if you want your middle name, if you want your last name, do that. And then right here where it says display name, this shows you how your name will in fact appear on the website with whatever you want. And if you type in your full last name, you can say if you want everyone to see it, just your friends, whatever. Here you can pick a specialized username. So for our library account, it's Peoria Public Library. If you don't do that, it'll just be a random combination of letters and numbers, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that blank. And then the rest of the information is all completely optional, such as your gender, who can view your gender, zip code, country, all kinds of personal details. I usually just leave it off, but you can enter it if you want to. If you have a website you want to promote, put that here. Any hobbies, you can feel free to fill out as much information as you want or don't want. And then when you're done, you'll click on Save Profile Settings. And, oh, you can also add a profile picture. So it took me right back where I was. If you click on Choose File, you can just add one of your pictures from your computer and upload it here, and it will get that added for you. And there's a few other things I won't go into big details with because they're very specific, and maybe we'll touch on that in one of our future videos. But there's other tabs up here that you can check out, such as the email one especially. I think the default is to send you an email every single day with all of your friends' updates. I would probably uncheck that. Okay, default is once a week. You can do never, you can do once a day, that's up to you. But there's all kinds of other settings up here, some more advanced, the ones down here, some more basic. So feel free to check those out, especially the privacy ones. But that is pretty much the general gist of getting your Goodreads account set up in the beginning. And we will touch on more specific detailed things you can do and explore on the website. So stay tuned and we'll have some more how-tos for you. And if you need help with anything, please reach out to us and we'd be more than happy to help you. Thanks!